We are no longer AM 770 KTTH. We are now Seattle Red 770. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means a lot. Big picture, as far as on air, station has the same conservative voices focused on making our community a better place, our country a better place. I'm still on from 3 to 7. Dana's still on from 9 to noon. Mark Levin is on in the evening. All that stays the same. But we're now no longer just a radio station. We're so much more than that. We are now a media company, reflecting where it is you guys are. Everywhere you are digitally, we are as well. And that also means that SeattleRed.com is no longer just a website that picks up some of my stories and that's about it. No, we're now fully staffed. And we're now the go-to location for everything in the Pacific Northwest. News, analysis. You guys have all asked for comments, a comment section. We brought that back. We're now ensuring our future, not just as like I said, a radio station. We're now a media company, but it's also about making sure we have a future in the Pacific Northwest. Unfortunately, for a lot of us, kind of feels like we're lost, that conservatives are not going to be able to take anything back, take control of our city, our county, our state. For many people who live in Idaho and Oregon, they're kind of going through the exact same thing, concerned about what their future holds. Feels like Portland is getting a lot larger. It feels like the influence of Boise starting to spread. That at one point we used to say, well, the eastern side of Washington State, guess what? That's more conservative. They've got the same people there in charge. That's not the case anymore, certainly not in Spokane. Feels like a lot is lost. And so that's where Seattle Red comes in. We're here to take out all of the liberal bias in the news. Yeah, we've got our own bias. We're biased towards truth. SeattleRed.com is the place to go to, yes, continue to get my work, including exclusive stories. And boy, tomorrow we've got an exclusive one, an explosive one. But we're bringing in voices from our region, lawmakers, conservative activists, people who are making news, who are doing what they can to take their own communities back on a variety of different topics, from crime and homelessness to education and the culture wars. If you go to SeattleRed.com right now, you're going to start to see what it is we're talking about, how our reach is growing. We're not going to be able to do this successfully without you guys at home. Now, we've been working on this, and I know it's going to sound crazy, but the idea of Seattle Red as a brand started 14 years ago, 13, 14 years ago. I was not on KTTH at the time. I was working behind the scenes. And I was talking with someone else who at the time was in the building. He's now on the corporate side, and we were thinking about what the future is. Because look, AM radio, not going to last forever. I want it to, but the reality is it's not going to be here forever. And we were thinking about that 13, 14 years ago. And only finally did the actual plan start to come together with tremendous support from not just management in this building, but at corporate. Saying, yes, let's do what we can to make KTTH Radio a media organization. And Seattle Red was where it all just came down, and it felt right. It felt right. So you'll hear on air the changing brand. We're no longer going to refer to ourselves as KTTH Radio, although that's still technically the call letters. That's a legal thing. But online, you're going to see our ecosystem grow. We need you to actually go to the website. We need you to subscribe to the free newsletter where you get every single day all of our unique stories, original reporting, and op-eds delivered to your inbox. Get the Seattle Red app so that you can take this station and all of the digital content with you wherever it is you go. And as importantly, make sure you're spreading the word. The idea of starting a media company in 2025 where you've got a whole bunch of competition, some might say is crazy. But I feel like we're the only ones doing the news and opinion in this way. There's some other sites out there, sure, they're conservative leaning, but maybe they don't fully own it. We own it. We're not hiding it. I'm sick and tired of hiding anything conservative because of where we live. And I know a lot of you are as well. You have to keep private that you're a conservative because you don't want to be judged by folks. They're judging you anyway. You might as well just go all in. We lose when we don't advocate on our own behalf. We lose when we don't proudly champion our values and ideas, our principles. We lose when we don't want to have conversations with people because we're scared of how we'll be viewed. That ends today with Seattle Red. None of us are scared. You listening right now, you're not scared. You're looking for an avenue to express yourself. So head on over to seattlered.com. Start leaving comments on the stories. Invite people to seattlered.com. Get them to engage, whether it's at seattlered.com, the Seattle Red app, or on air on 770 AM or 94.5 FM for our friends of the Greater East Side. On the issues, we are absolutely on the right track. Poll after poll after poll says so. But now we got to do a better job of organizing, and that's what seattlered.com can do and Seattle Red on air can do. This is your home. This is your home. We'll happily take liberals listening, hate listening or not, don't care. I'll take their eyeballs over at seattlered.com. I'm happy to bring them here. And hopefully they can be exposed to the truth and start at least shifting the way they think. But this is the club for you. The family in Auburn. The small business owner in University Place. The college kid just going to the UW, feeling a little bit uncomfortable about what's in store. This is for you. The grandparents who care deeply about their grandkids that they hang out with every weekend in Monroe or Bellingham. This is a movement for you to be a part of. We can only do this together. And so go to seattlered.com right now. Bookmark the site. Remember to check it daily. Share our stories on all your social media channels. And let's make this even bigger than it already is. It feels big, but it can always become bigger. And as we venture into Oregon and Idaho in our coverage, make sure you're letting us know if we're missing anything. We can't be everywhere 24/7 on this show. I rely on you guys out there who live or visit Oregon and Idaho, and I need you to send me story ideas as well. We're constantly keeping an eye on what's going on all across Washington State, Oregon, and Idaho, but we need a little bit of help, and that's where you guys come in. So make it your one-stop shop for everything Pacific Northwest. And by the way, we also curate stories from around the web, so you don't have to visit 20 different websites just to figure out what's going on in our neck of the woods. You can go there now and get story links on stuff we actually care about that matters to all of us all around the Pacific Northwest. You can get it at seattlered.com. So I'm feeling excited. How are you doing over there?
Pretty good.
Figure out all the computer problems. Like in year 2000, all the computers went to 0-0. Well, when we switched from KTTH to Seattle Red, I saw a little smoke coming out of that board over there. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because if I call for a button push, then you push a button, I'm going to hear weird stuff in my headphones again. You're going to kind of be getting on my my vibe right now for Seattle Red. You don't want to do that.
I suspect I've probably already done that.
Yeah, that's it, dude. In fairness, I don't blame you for that. Although I would have said you probably could have picked a better day to have a tech hiccup.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I was setting up for a joke at the beginning. You want to know should I redo the big announcement with the joke, though?
Yeah, okay.
Even though I still think it lands.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you know how we've been talking about a big announcement that we were going to make today, August 4th at 3 p.m. and then again at 6 p.m. The big announcement was I adopted a dog. His name is D'Artagnan. That would have landed. That would have worked, at least for people who listen to the show regularly.
I think it still works.
Yeah. I'm just saying it could have worked at the beginning had you not screwed everything up.
Yeah. I guess comedic timing's not my strong suit.
No, it really isn't. You've got some strengths that we'll figure out at some point, but that was not one of them. What's the big takeaway?
That
was not one of your SeattleRed.com.
Oh well, yeah. I thought I was supposed to go deeper in some way, or
no, go deeper. I'd like to hear you go deeper, Jackson. We all would like to hear you go deeper. Can you go a little bit deeper?
I don't know if I can.
I don't know if you can.
I'm a simple mind.
Oh, truer words have never been. Honesty is your strength.
Yeah, there you go.
So, Greg, how have the changes at the IRS actually impacted collections?
Jason, I really have not seen any change in collection. And in fact, quite the opposite. The IRS is sending out notices much quicker and less of them. It used to be there'd be 5 or 6 notices that would come out. Now they're doing 3.
So if you're having trouble with the IRS, you have to call Greg Nunn of None Better Tax Resolution. From stress to success with IRS Solutions.